Earlier this year, I escaped Seoul. I felt so suffocated, like I couldn't breathe because I was holding my breath all the time. So I escaped to save myself. I took a trip to Sokcho, and at first sight, I fell in love with this lake. It was just so beautiful. It was an irrational decision, but I decided to move here. I don't know anyone in Sokcho, and there is no logical reason for me to move. But I was overstimulated and depressed in the big city. There were just so much people, and I always felt so rushed and worthless. During room hunting, when I first saw this room, I thought, no way. The red couches, blue furniture, and green tile bathroom were just so ugly. But after comparing with other places, I realized that I needed a space I could breathe. And a view of nature was what calms me down and satisfies me the most. So in the end, I chose this place because of the view. I moved out of my room in Seoul and moved in my new house in a day. This was the third move in the last year, so it was getting easier each time. However, the next day I had a flight to Okinawa, so I just left all my stuff at the house and left for Japan. After 3 weeks, I returned to Sokcho back to deal with reality. When I first turned on the water, it was very rusty. I was in such a rush that I didn't check the house in detail. So, new problems were waiting for me. Thankfully, the water cleared up soon, and I bought a lot of filters. I figured that this house needed a lot of my love. I got started in organizing the room and patching things up. It took me a couple days to get things around and organized. Even though the house was very old and had a couple problems, I loved it. I would fall in awe in the view. I could see the water sparkle and the skies and mountains change color as time passed. My next target was the bathroom. After researching different ways I could fix the tile situation, using tile paint seemed to be the easiest option. I quickly realized it was definitely not as easy as I thought it would be. Still, I always wanted to paint walls and furniture, so I was excited to start. I bought olive color bathroom tile paint, base coat, and some painting material. And I first started with the base coat. I painted a wall or two with base coat and I gave up. It took so long to paint. Changed plans to paint the tile paint right away. I hope there isn't much of a difference. Making the choice to move out of Seoul, I realized that I have so much freedom. Almost everything is dependent on me. I get to and I have to decide what I do, where I live, what I eat, who I interact with, and so on. But I realize that this freedom is not free. I have to be responsible of myself and my choices. I have the freedom and the responsibility to decide who I am and how I live. There is no one and no point in complaining or waiting for the world to save me. I have to save myself. We might not be the main character of the world, but we are the main character and the author of our own life. We are the hero overcoming challenges and obstacles that come our way. And we have to save ourselves. Be our own hero. Life is all about figuring things out, like moving to a random place and painting the bathroom all day.